Hey, I'm Phil Carute, you're watching Light It, and the cigar up for review today is the Avo Classic No. 6. The Avo Classic No. 6 is the 6x60. It's a very nice kind of dark brown color, prominent veins, very smooth seams. So while the smell and the pre-light draw isn't something that I typically always look for, just because I like the flavors and also the burn or the construction of the cigar, I just kind of like focusing on how enjoyable the cigar is to smoke. I will say that the smell on this had a faint barnyard and some tea, and then also on the pre-light draw I got some faint tea and some general sweetness. So in the first third, the flavors I got were a general sweetness, kind of like a sweet tobacco. Also, I got a woody cedar flavor and a creaminess in there. And that creaminess actually went out into the finish as well. The retrohale was extremely smooth. The burn in the first third was kind of all over the place already.
Yo, that is not good, bruh.
On to the second third, the flavors there were still basically consistent with the first third, with that general sweetness and that creaminess really standing out. The woody cedar flavor had kind of dropped off at this point. The retrohale gave me a nice smoothness still, and there was still that nice creaminess on the finish, which actually also added kind of an oily coat over my entire mouth and palate. This was actually the second cigar I had smoked out of a 5-pack. The burn on both cigars were kind of like an out-of-control fire hose.
Oh, jeez.
On a side note, what's with the revival of the mullet?
Just remember, kids, every time a person makes the conscious decision to grow a mullet, a jackass gets its wings.
That's not nice. Anyway, on to the final third. Flavors in the final third were that sweet tobacco, a little bit of butteriness in there, and that creaminess was still lingering there. Retrohale, still creamy and smooth. I will note that at one time when I did a retrohale, I got sausage and eggs somehow.
Yo, heard of the Waffle House?
I really have no idea where that came from. As far as the burn goes...
Oh, for the love of God, are you kidding me?
So aside from the burn being crazier than Rick James on Eddie Murphy's couch, the flavors were extremely enjoyable, the smoke output was great, and the smoke time on this cigar was around 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments and questions below, and I'll get to them as they come along.